Oh, it's the craziest city. Well, some people like to go into the woods and go hunting. My equivalent is getting on my bike and coming down to Fifth Avenue near Union Square to go hunting for clothes. Shopping, one of my favorite activities, which I get in trouble for sometimes. Let's go shopping. I'm on Fifth Avenue at 18th Street, East 18th Street here in New York, and this little stretch of 3 or 4 blocks has a few of my favorite retail stores in New York City. Now, I don't really like to buy retail because I'm really skeptical about the quality of mass-made goods these days. So many of the clothes I have, including the shirt that I'm wearing right now, they're made in a very old-fashioned way. Like Deborah knew a flock of sheep that were this color. She had them shorn. She had the wool spun at a mill, then wove this into flannel, and then this was made for a shirt. This was made into a shirt for me. This whole process took about 3 years. However, there are things that I do need on a regular basis, like underwear and socks and t-shirts and long johns, and every now and then a shirt that's off the rack. And the brands that I like happen to sort of be on this block. There are a few stores, so we're gonna go into a few of them. I'm just gonna look around. I do need some t-shirts. My t-shirts are getting pretty ratty. Let's start here. I always feel the clothes, and this is a reason why I don't buy clothes online, is because for me, it's not just about what it looks like, it's about what it feels like. And like, I have so much experience with cloth down to the level of the sheep and spinning the wool into yarn. So for me, I want to know what it feels like. And when people ask me, like, how do you know it's good quality? Well, you only know about quality and learning about quality cloth from experience, from buying something, wearing it, seeing it break down, seeing how long it takes to break down, where it breaks down, and then understanding, oh, this shirt was very shitty. It broke down within a year. This shirt is great. I've had it for 15 years. There's not a bit of lint on it, and it's not torn or worn down at all. Like, that's how you learn. That's how I've learned. So I think it's really important to walk into a store, pick things up, hold them, touch them. And that's also an aspect of, like, you feel a connection to something when you're holding it. It's part of the way that I figure out whether or not I want to buy something, is by holding it. That's Marie Kondo. This is crap. Like, I can feel that this cotton is just crap, as was that shirt. And if you ask me how I know, this is very hard to answer. I know because I have corduroy. And the corduroy that I have, that I brought from Brooks Brothers 20 years ago, that corduroy has not broken down at all, and it feels very different to this. When I'm feeling this, I feel like it's not pure cotton. Let's see. So this is the next thing I do. I feel it first. I think, do I like how this feels? I don't like how this feels. Oh, here we go. I am so good. This is 70% cotton, 20%, 29% polyester, 1% elastane. And elastane is like rubber, basically, put into the cloth to give it stretch. Which enables the brand to make less concessions with sizes. because more people can fit into things if it'll stretch. Elastane, that's what that is. It is one of the things that mass-produced clothing, like throwaway fashion, fast fashion, what has enabled that to just grow is putting that into the cloth. I would only buy corduroy if it was 100% cotton. Like, these are the t-shirts, and like the label on them, which says luxury touch, is still, it's the same label as 8 years ago, and I can feel when I'm holding it, like this is a great shirt, a t-shirt. This is the long sleeve. I have these. They last a long time. As you wash them, they feel nicer. They don't pill. There's no lint on them. They're great. Oh. There's nothing here. It's closed. Uh-oh. Well, the next stop was Club Monaco. It was Club Monaco. It's closed. Things are not looking up here on 5th Avenue. We have one last place. J.Crew. Will J.Crew save the day for retail? Let's see, because you know what? I'm starting to think I should not be recommending retail to you. This fast fashion throwaway garbage, I don't like it. Okay, third place. Well, the second place was the second place that no longer exists. J.Crew. I actually love J.Crew. So much of my closet is J.Crew, and the reason for that is because they have maintained their quality in a lot of things. A lot of the shirts that I have in my closet are J.Crew. I've had them for years, washed them, worn them, sweated in them, ridden my bike around in them, and they hold up. So I'm just gonna look around. I also really like that J.Crew also incorporates traditional patterns into things like sweaters and knitwear. Like for the holidays, they will take traditional knitting patterns and put that into something that is machine made, but that looks like it was handmade. Like this really looks, the way the sleeve is finished, it looks like it was hand knit. I like that. It's like this would be a nice holiday gift if you didn't want to knit one yourself, which would be a much nicer gift. Okay, now this corduroy feels so much nicer than Banana Republic's. Why? It feels thicker, although that is not the right term because the cloth, there's so many different weights of corduroy. It just feels more substantial. Like when you press on the corduroy, there's like bounce. And it feels just better quality. Let's see what it's made out of. So this is what I do. Feel it. Now I'm gonna see what it's made out of. Here. 98% cotton, 2% elastane. So there it is. There's elastane in this. There's elastane in everything now because of this stretch. Also, the elastane makes it more comfortable for people. Modern wearers of clothing want to always be comfortable, and they've gotten used to the feeling of comfort. They don't want to wear things if it's like, oh, I don't want to put that on, it's not comfy. They're used to wearing their sweatpants around the house. So then they put on a pair of corduroys, and if there's no stretch at all, they feel like they're stiff and they're tight and just restrictive. That's another major reason why there's elastane in almost everything, is because it gives the stretch for when someone's sitting down. I know that, and I know that the addition of that compromises the cloth, which is why I wouldn't want elastane in my pants. I would want it to be 100% cotton. I'm grinning like a child because this is something that I love about J.Crew. Whoever's doing the research, whoever's doing the designing is doing their homework. Like this cloth, this wool flannel, the weave of the wool flannel is a very traditional weave for flannel, and I know this because I am wearing Deborah's hand-woven flannel. And Deborah used a traditional weaving pattern. Look very closely at this cloth. So this was hand woven custom spun in Ontario. This yellow is the color of the sheep's fleece, a very unusual fleece. And look at this weaving pattern. Look at this pocket detail. And now look at this. It's the same. It's larger, but it's the same weave. So this thing that is new, brand new, that is available for purchase off the rack, looks old. Like it looks old-fashioned, and that sort of from a design point is also why I love J.Crew. Is I can walk into the store, find something off the rack, put it on, and it feels like something that was made 100 years ago or 50 years ago. This is a great jacket. It is, let's see, there we go. The shell is 100% wool. Another thing that I love about this brand, it's pure wool. It's not woolen polyester, it's not rayon, it's not a mix, it's pure wool. And look at this beautiful color. And these details, like the vent on the back, that is a great coat. I might have to look at this. It's too big. So I fit into extra small at J.Crew, and this is a small. Sometimes I get things from J.Crew that are extra small and they're still a little too big, and then I have them altered. And that's another thing to keep in mind when you're buying off the rack or vintage. You can have things altered, and almost everything that I own that has been purchased retail has been altered. Just because sometimes things like the sleeves are always too long. I like them shorter. So I take them to a tailor and tell them exactly what I want. They do the work, and then the piece is kind of perfect. And that's why I wear these things for years. I wear them out because once they fit perfectly, I just love them so much and I never want to get rid of them. Buy quality, have it tailored to fit you perfectly, and you'll love your wardrobe. I like my Filson better. This is Filson. Tin cloth. I'm always touching. They're clothes. You're gonna put them on your body, and then like a relative's gonna hug you, and someone you like is gonna rub your shoulder. It's really why I don't understand how people buy things online. They have tweed, they have tweed jackets here, and I knew it. I'm so good. I was like, this looks like Abraham Moon tweed, which is a mill in Scotland and Yorkshire that I love. A mill that has woven the cloth for all of my tweed suits. I'm a huge fan of Abraham Moon. And I was like, this looks like Abraham Moon. It can't be. And then I came over and I felt it and I was like, oh my gosh, this feels like Abraham Moon. And then...
Yeah, Leon, hello. He only wears blue.
Moon, Shetland, woven in England since 1837. So J.Crew, another reason I like this brand, they take the effort to look up these old mills that are still weaving cloth the old way, and then they source large quantities of it to make a small run of jackets, coats. I have a beautiful winter woolen coat from an old Irish mill that was made by J.Crew, a herringbone wool coat, which I'm constantly stopped in the street. Where did you get that coat from? It came from here. Look at this. This makes me happy. Makes me happy to see the Moon label on this jacket. Oh, this, Magee of Donegal, fabric made in Ireland. Magee is the mill that wove the tweed for my winter overcoat. Magee. Okay, now I have to look at all of them. Abraham Moon. Let's see which one this one is. Oh, they feel so nice. This is when I was in Ireland, we would stop at all of these little pubs, like even in the most rural areas, Gigi, Tony, and I, and we would post up at the bar, and there would always be farmers next to us, and they would always be wearing a jacket, usually really worn in, but a tweed jacket. Moon again. Makes me happy. So retail, so there are some people in retail that take pride in what they do. That's good to see. You should also hold clothing up to your skin to see if, like, to look at it against your skin and see if the colors are good. So here's one of the things that is sort of a qualifier of clothing for me. There are things that look good, but I only buy a piece of clothing not if it looks good, but if I look stunning in it. That's the word. I don't ask like, hey, does this make me look good? That's not the question I ask. I ask, do I look stunning with this against my skin? And if the answer is no, then I just put it back. Because at this point, clothes are so expensive. How much is this sweater? $228. They're so expensive. My closet space is so limited that every piece of clothing in there has to really be worthy. And it's only worthy if I'm gonna look stunning in every single thing that I put on. Actually, let's go to the back. You find something you like, you think it might work, and then you really do have to try it on. And that is kind of sometimes an annoying part, but I don't buy anything without trying it on first. Like how this feels. Like it's a cashmere sweater. But when I look at myself in it, like nothing's happening. I'm like, it's nice. It's just kind of nice. And that's not good enough for me. Like even a t-shirt that I try on, like if I try on a t-shirt, I really need to look in the mirror and go, damn! Yeah, and then like, and that happens sometimes. Like sometimes I'll put on a t-shirt and I'm like, it's okay, it's a t-shirt. But then sometimes I'll put on a t-shirt, like this same white t-shirt, and I'm like, geez, you look really good. I have to buy this t-shirt. So, and that's with every piece of clothing. And that's what I like to do. That's why I do this on Fifth Avenue. Like every 3 or 4 months, we come down here, walk from store to store, look at things, see what's available, try them on. And every now and then, it's not often, it's maybe 2 or 3 times a year, I put something on and I'm like, wow, you look great in that. And then I buy it and I take it home. And sometimes it needs to be altered. And I've started doing that with my friends. Especially like my straight boyfriends, boys that are straight that don't really know how to make themselves look stunning. Like, let's go shopping together. And we come to Fifth Avenue, and it's really fun. I pull the clothes out, and I'm like, okay. And then they try them on, and I'm like, you look great in that. And then they buy those clothes. And then they go to the office, and they're complimented. It's fun. Okay, so nothing today on Fifth Avenue. Didn't find anything, but retail is disappointing. Quality is just going like this. This is the only place, this is the only store that seems to have maintained quality. So buy vintage. Go to vintage stores. It's cheaper. You'll find old things, sometimes with the price tags on, that are much better quality 20, 30 years ago. Get them altered. The money you saved, use that to get the thing altered. Now I gotta ride my bike home because it's getting dark.
Anything good? Terrible face. She had it on, and I was like, she's like, oh, you think I look terrible? And I was like, I think it's just the sweater. It's not you. Like, there's something wrong. Yeah, it's also weird because it's like.